You're trying to figure out what you can write off, what you can't write off, what's legal, what's illegal, right? Join the lab with Dr. Blackwell. We're going to get into it. Let's go. Welcome to the lab with Dr. Blackwell. All right, we're going to get into what are tax write-offs, right? Simply put, first of all, the IRS knows that if we started our business, right, the IRS want us to be what? In pursuit of income, right? That's going to be one of the things that separate us from a hobby to a business. We need to be making money or trying to make money, right? That's how you can classify us as a business, right? Everything that we do needs to be in the pursuit of income, right? So what's a write-off, right? And what can I write off, right? As a new business owner, there are a few things that you use personally that once you become a business owner, you can start to begin to write it off as an expense for your business, right? This is how we switch from, if we are wage earners, we make our money, they take the taxes out, and we get whatever's left. As a business owner, we get to make money, we get to spend what the business needs, right? And then after that, we get to pay taxes on what's left. This is how you take control of your tax picture. If you're gonna be a wage earner, you will never have control over your taxes outside of paying into them or choosing to go exempt, right? As a business owner, you'll have full control over the taxes that you pay because you get to figure out what that is, right? So what are tax write-offs, right? Well, in accordance with the IRS Code 162 Alpha, it says that the IRS will allow deductions that are ordinary and necessary to the business, right? Ordinary and necessary to the business, right? And so I know you see what this who, what, when, why, and how. We're gonna get into that, right? But what's ordinary and necessary expense? All right, well, if I'm a doctor in my own lab, right? I own my own practice, I own my own laboratory for research, and I'm a for hire for the government or private sectors, right? What does that look like? Well, what does it cost for me to have a business? Across all laboratory, we're probably gonna have a board, tables, I'm gonna have a periodic table of elements, right? We're gonna have beakers and all the lab equipment. That's what you're gonna find across every lab equipment that you run into, right? Those would be something that's ordinary. If I'm a tax professional, what's something in my tax office that's universal to all tax office? H&R Block, right? Jackson Hewitt, right? Whatever that looks like. Right? What is something that's going to be universal across? If I'm a photographer, what's an ordinary expense? A camera. Everybody got a camera, right? And so what's necessary? Well, necessary could be something that's defined that uniquely carries to your business, right? So if I'm a beautician or I'm a barber, right? And right, they call me Fades. Right, so I can have a brand, or if I'm a beautician, right, and let's say my name is Goldie, right? I say, hey, go see Goldilocks, right? That's my little nickname as a stylist, right? You gonna go see Goldilocks, right? So how can I fit that to my brand? Anything that I purchase that's tailored to the Goldilocks brand is a necessary expense for my beauty business to make money, because when people hear Goldie, they associate it with my business, right? So for me, I'm Dr. Blackwell, right? I have a lab. This is my lab coat, right? We're in the laboratory of Eagleton Academy, right? And you see my name, Dr. Blackwell. Well, this is something uniquely to my business that's separate from all the other business and tax or finance professionals out there that's teaching. So these things is a write-off with me. When people hear my name, Dr. Blackwell, they associate that with Tariq, Eagle Financial Group, or Eagleton Academy, right? So that's what's ordinary necessary. What is it that we necessarily need that makes our business go to the next level while we're in the pursuit of income? So when I swipe my card, my business credit card, my business debit card, cash, whatever that looks like, I want to identify what I'm purchasing, right? What am I purchasing? A coat. Who is it for? Right? Is it for me, the business owner? Is it for the employees? Will it make my vendors easy, or is it for my vendors, right? Whoever I'm looking to do business with from a vendor perspective, who is the expense for? Well, the coat is for the business owner, right? When did I get it and when will I use it, right? When did I get it, right? And when will I use it? When will I get it? Associate from the purchase, and I need to keep the receipt, right? And when will I use it, right? Determines how often we use the code. So if I get a lab coat, it's for me, the business owner. When will I use it? Every time that I do my videos, or every time that I jump into my lab, I have this code. It's a necessary part of my business to be a write-off in accordance with 162 Alpha, and this is how we get to write it off, right? Why did I get it? Why did I get the code? For me, it's branding, right? It's about the brand. The code identifies the brand. It sells into the brand, Dr. Black Wealth. That's why I got it, right? How will I use it? We're gonna wear it. You're gonna wear it as I do videos, as I teach and train, as I educate people, and I bring people to my lab. That's how we're gonna use it. If I can identify and answer these questions, right, to myself as I get ready to pay for an expense, this is how I know that my write-off will actually be a write-off. And how we keep it that way is part of the win. You want to document, right? Document. Keep documentation. So we always keep it as a write-off, and it makes it legal. You can do this with anything that you're looking to do. Coat, a phone, right? Haircuts, suits. I'm a financial expert in the financial field. How many people you go into anybody's financial office and they're in jeans and a t-shirt? That's unprofessional. In my professional attire, I'm in a suit, coat, jacket, tie, right? So all things that I buy associated with my profession is a write-off to my business. So when I go get suits, when I get the newest suit, when I get ties, whatever that looks like to tie into my profession. As men, most people associate men with money based on their shoes, based on their watches. So if I invest in myself to build up my brand, that's gonna ultimately pay off for the business as I'm in pursuit of income, and I know it's ordinary for my business and necessary for my business, I get to write it off with the IRS, and it becomes a tax deduction. And what that means is, as I make money, the deductions help me reduce the gross profits of the money that I make by way of expenses to get down to the net profit, by which I choose will be my net based on what I allow to be my deductions, and that's what I'll pay taxes on, right? So you wanna make sure that everything you do in the business is ordinary and necessary for you. And could you reap the benefits of that personally? Maybe you could, maybe you can't. Depends on the expense and what you're trying to do, all right? That's it, I'm Dr. Blackwell. Thank you for being in the lab. Talk to you on the next episode.